fights in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're
breaks into the open. Gets away from one, finds room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Fires to the big fella. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that. But you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage button because he was way too open.
He's going to take off. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to fire. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
On the move. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker, it's Hayes.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Marsh. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what that guy? What was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. He's got 50 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his... Oh, what vision! Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. To the air on first down. Fires towards the target. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the tailback.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense playing a bail technique. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some ballers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A run for the quarterback. Pass to 45. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Yeah, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field, at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays. And he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and been doing this whole life.
And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back to pass on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He'll go out of bounds at the 39. Good return, and the offense could certainly do a lot worse than this for starting field position. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. And the ball slipped out. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. He makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Finds his tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Found the spot in the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wideout. Snaps it in the shotgun. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab deep. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like, they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right now.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not 4. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Inside the 40. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Wolverines. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Not
going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Morgan. Gets away from one. He's got space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got him.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Wilson will throw. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Razorbacks are on the move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
From the gun, the ground game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They kick it away on 4th down. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Brown. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats.
Taking it the other way. The 50. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Michigan, 49, Arkansas, 21.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wilson to pass. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking deep. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Firing to the right, complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Got him downfield. He's loose on the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Cricket.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Gets the back moving. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Wilson will throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tib.
Breaks it. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. steps away to find some room. Just steamrolling the defense. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats, and not much else as this one is in the books.